Yeah, so wonderful people, welcome to my YouTube channel at Moses the Journalist. It is a wonderful afternoon here in Kenya, Africa, and we have to thank our Almighty Father for the kind of the life that He has given to us, because we as human beings, or many people may pass, but then those who He has given the chance to see the day, adding number of days of life, then we have to appreciate the Almighty Father. Not that because we have more of good than those who have lost their lives. No, it is because of the mercy that the Lord, and the mercy and the favor that the Lord has shown upon us. That is the reason as to why I always say that we must always thank the Almighty Father for the precious gift of life that He has been giving to us each and every time. Yeah, so today I'm also a happy guy. That is Moses the Journalist. Yeah, because each and every day has its own things, you see. Yeah, so I'm also happy today. Yeah, because of wonderful things that just happened to me yesterday night. Yeah, with me here, you can see. By the way, before I begin with showing you a new item there, you're seeing I'm in a top-notch T-shirt. You see, yeah, all the way from USA to Kenya, or to Africa. You see, today I'm in a different T-shirt. I thank Mena for her kind heart, for having promoted me with such a good gift. By the way, another one is also still in the online there. Yeah, so there were two T-shirts, and then another beautiful gift that also she gave me was this one. You see, this one is a power bank, but then it's so amazing because it got a solar system here, meaning I can charge it through the via the sunlight, or either charge it elsewhere, because charge it through manpower, because it's also charging point here. You see, charging port is also here for charging it via maybe human, via power. I can say via manpower. Yeah, and then another good thing that it's also got, it has got two charging places, meaning you can put the two chargers here. You see, yeah, in these two places, this one and this one, and then this one at the center. That one is for charging the item now. Yeah, it is so amazing item, because it can be put in the pocket wherever I am traveling. Now wherever I'm traveling to, because I'm a journalist, by the way. That is that is what I'm doing. And then wherever I'm traveling, I can use this one now, because I can now put in the pocket and I travel using this one. You see, I can now easily charge my phone. Thank you so much, Mena, wherever you are. You have been so much a blessing to this family, and I have to appreciate you. You have indeed done a wonderful thing to my life. Thank you. And also to Moria, I'll never forget you. Today I'm seated like this, you people. This thing, I'll keep on saying it, because I'm still like this. I can show you these things minus any problem, because I got the stand here, I stick here. That one is because of my dear sister Moria. Thank you so much, you people. You have been so supportive to our family, and I thank God for you being so supportive. Mena, may God bless you for the kind heart that you have and the kind soul that you have. May you continue having the same spirit of helping, and I know God will always open your ways. Yeah, so with me, I'm happy, by the way, for the gift of life and for what the Lord just did to me. Yeah, so that was just a brief news on happiness. And then we got the news that are today. I would like to present to the world, so that they can know literally what's also happening in Africa, specifically in Kenya. Yeah, yeah, in Kenya. Yeah, so I would just like to go direct to the points of discussion on now, because we have to discuss this. It's a family of Kenya, because Kenya needs to develop. You see, and that one is one of the undeveloped countries in Africa. and then it needs to develop so that it also be counted one of the developed countries in Africa. So there are very many criteria that should be used in Kenya so that it gets developed, you see. Yeah, but then people are not taking this into consideration. Yeah, like I can say one major thing that maybe it's affecting the Kenyans. I can say maybe it's corruption, because corruption all over the world, it's all over the country. That it's indeed affecting the country itself, because many people have been crying of this, but then it is not being taken into consideration, because all the citizens have now adapted to it, you see, and it is affecting Kenyans as a whole, you see. And that one is what brings about my first discussion point here, because you find that many people are learned and then they don't get jobs, you see. And then there are jobs, but then they don't get, because you find there are a lot of teachers who are learned, the doctors, or rather the nurses who are learned, and maybe the lawyers, many people learned, the engineers, and then they don't get their positions, you see. Yeah, they don't get their positions in terms of maybe being employed. You find that many people after getting the quality education, they go back at home because they know there are no job. But this isn't the case. It's not that there are no jobs. Jobs are there, but then, oh, how should the government do this to ensure that everyone is employed, or people are employed to different sectors? Because maybe a given sector is maybe a number of people were hired, uh, is enough for that position, you see. And then how should the government look into this and ensuring that people also get employed to different sectors so that people can work? And this one is what will always increase or will make the country to develop. But then minus people having jobs, many people being independent, you see. Not really independent, but being dependent. They depend on maybe a given source so that they can at least get a living, you see. That now is giving a different, it's giving a challenge to the country. It's all because you cannot say that is the case, or what always comes about when you find at some point the teachers go on strike, you see. Yeah, because of uh, regarding their payments, you see. Yeah, because if they're not paid as they want, then it will call upon them to go for the strikes, and that is what literally is not making the country itself to grow. Same also applies to the doctors and the nurses. They also go on strike, and these things, if they go on strike, for example the doctors and the nurses, and life is very very precious. But then if they go on strikes, who are there to give medication? Yeah. And this should go to everyone, because if all the doctors, let me just say the medication centers, if everyone that is working in the medication center go for strikes, and then everyone will be affected. And this one also will apply to the government. Everyone will be affected, no one will be left out, because the doctors and the nurses, those are people who are very very special, and they should be taken into more consideration, because they they're working for health, you see. Yeah, because if minus the doctors or the nurses, and then people's life, you see, could not be having that. Maybe if you're ill, where if you go to the hospital you don't find anyone to give you a correct medication, and then you see that one, it will also cause rampant death, you see. Yeah, so that one should be taken into consideration. And then in payment section, like talking about the payment section, on how maybe these people are being paid, you know. Yeah, you cannot expect that maybe maybe a doctor or a teacher to be paid maybe the same the same payment, or they should be given the same payment with those who are employed in a different in a sector of maybe a farming sector. That one is impossible. It is very impossible. Yeah, they should be given first priority. The teachers and the doctors, they should be given the first priority of payment, because these people are indeed valuable to the country itself. Because minus the teachers, and then we could not get the doctors. You see, yeah, and then these two people, I see that they should be taken into more consideration. Yeah, in terms of maybe paying them. Yeah, and then we go into maybe illegalities that maybe happen in the country. Yeah, that one also reminds me of a scenario that happens there back when the plastic rice entered into the country. See, uh, like it came from all the way from China to the country, to Kenya. You see, this one now it affected the Kenyans, because uh, it is upon the government to look into this. You see, it's upon the government to look into this, to look into what are illegal items that shouldn't enter into the country, and which items should enter into the country. And I like how the government right now is gonna put how it is based right now, because many things maybe are going to be stopped from entering into the country, because some things enter into the country, and then you find them that they can affect human life, because they're not better for human consumption. Yeah, like the plastic rice, then that one, it could have if it were not for the doctors realization to realize that this thing, it is unhelpful for human consumption, then it could have affected many, and that one could have degraded the number of citizens in Kenya. So it's upon the government to look in upon this, yeah, into much consideration, into looking into upon this scenario here. Yeah, and then another thing is about the disabled. Yeah, because for the country itself to develop, and then it requires all the citizens to participate in it. See, yeah, because we cannot let me say assume that the disabled people uh, should be given should be put away. No, they should not be assumed. They should also be given their part, and that is the reason as to why they should be given their position, because it is not that maybe there's a saying that says disability is not inability. Yeah, because maybe someone is disabled somewhere, or maybe let me say someone is disabled, uh, maybe he or she can't walk. Yeah, that person is disabled, but then that one cannot mark the end of that person, or maybe meaning that the person cannot do such a thing. These people also should be given their own sectors to, or maybe given their own positions, or where they fit, so that Kenya itself grows, because we need total growth or total development in the country. So we have to look upon uh, these things, so that to ensure that the country itself develops. Yeah, because the disabled, one thing that I like the Kenyan government with, they support the disabled. That is true. Yeah, the disabled are being supported in one way, that there's a fund that they get that supports them um, in things like in the basic needs. You see, yeah. So that one, the kind of uh, let me say, what the government is doing there, it's indeed a good thing. Yeah, and it's helping the disabled people. Yeah, yeah. So these people also they need total support, because they should be supported, just like the government is doing. They need more of support, so that they also feel the love, that they are also a part of the uh, of the Kenyans, of the Kenyan citizens, the part of the citizens. Unlike the scenario that happened a long time ago, yeah, when the late Ugandan president, Yeah, it was long time ago, by the way. It has been left as a history right now, because the disabled, because the president himself never wanted uh, poverty in his country, you see. And he looked down upon the disabled people as the poorest people, and then he never wanted that people to be poor in his country. So the only thing that is so better is to now to deceive these people and to put them into, just imagine putting someone into a canter, let me say a canter, and then people are being thrown inside the water. You see, people are being dipped inside the water so that for the crocodiles to feed on. That one was a bad issue, of which I thank the Kenyan government, because such a scenario has never happened. You see, because everyone has to be treated equal before the eyes of the Lord. Yeah, that is how it should be. Then, if the government looks upon all these areas, and then I know then development shall be in Kenya. Yeah, I know that. So it's upon the government, and also to the country itself, the citizens themselves, to also uh, they also work hand in hand with the government, so that they ensure that they reach their vision. That is Vision 2030, by the way. I'll be talking about this. That is Vision 2030, and that the Kenya want to develop. You see, want the country to get developed, and reaching 2030. It means the country shall be developed, and then the government should look upon this, because it is upon the government, by the way. It is the government that wants the development to take place in the country. And this one also goes to the president, to the His Excellency the President, because he's the one that is in charge of everything. He's in the charge of the country, and he's the one that should see that this and this would make the country develop. You see, and so one thing that people have to see is that we are in 2024, meaning we have 6 years to go. Yeah, and then if it is 6 years to go, then we should the planning system should start. Yeah, you see, planning system should start, so that the uh, Kenya itself can grow. But then if it's not planned, because you know what you plan for, if you plan for what you want to do tomorrow, then you wake up tomorrow in the morning and you do it. But then the government should look on criteria on how to plan on this, on how the country itself is gonna grow. Yeah, because it is only 6 years to go for the development of the country to be seen. Because the question will remain from the government, and how, because it was said that 2030, that is the vision, and it was given a name, Vision 2030. That is when the country is likely to get to maintain, or to get its fully development. And then a question will be there, that how, why has this country not reached this level of development? You know, as per when the country shall have reached its development, let me say, when the country shall have developed, so you know, now good thing will be getting into the country itself, like maybe I can say the money that maybe it's owed somewhere. I know that one will now be being returned, and then which it's affecting people. That is the reason as to why maybe at some point the taxes are being risen up, and if the taxes are risen up, and then it's affecting the people. The reason as to why maybe the taxes are being risen up is because to ensure that the borrowed money, the money that was borrowed there before, to be returned. That is how I know that is how it's working. But then that one, that's no problem with that. We have to look, the Kenyan government have to look that how is it gonna how is the country gonna develop. That's all. So, then we stop, so that Kenya also should stop depending from other countries for maybe given sources. You see, yeah, after it shall have developed, and then all shall be well now. Yeah, with the country, and we know we will be enjoying, and citizen will be given all everyone wherever you qualify for, and then that one is where you will fit for, and then good development will shall have gone through the country, and peace and harmony shall be within the country. That is what we are looking for, that God willing, the country itself also get developed. Yeah, so that is what I had for this particular moment. That is me, Moses the journalist, who was reporting to you. By the way, I never told you of the place, but then it is from Kitembe village, specifically at Rongo sub-county in Migori County. Yeah, so Moses the journalist. Uh, I'm trying to give out updates on that are happening in Kenya, to in looking into what should be done, and giving out to the world, so that also the country itself can also develop. And I'm also giving out different adventures, so that people can also watch on whatever are happening in different places. That is what I, Moses the journalist, am doing. Yeah, so it's a lovely moment because it is afternoon already here in Kenya, Africa, and I just want to say I've come into completion of what I was just to deliver at this particular moment. So I just want to say one love, and I just want to say bye bye. But before that, it's my plea request also, or always to ask, because not really to ask, but then to request each and every person that is watching my video, that please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, comment, share to any media, so that also I be known in various places, and I also eat a target that I'm yearning for, that is eating 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, that is my aim, to hit 1,000 subscribers. And I know those who are watching, you are watching, someone is also watching. When you subscribe, both of you, some other people also subscribe, I know you are gonna make me a wonderful person and a happy person when I hit 1,000 subscribers. So please, it is my humble request that you subscribe to my YouTube channel at Moses the journalist. By the way, I'll be giving you more of interesting videos, not only regarding the development of Kenya, but also other different videos. By the way, you should also watch my uh, my my last videos that I've been making, so that you know that the interesting videos that are also there, and yet more are to come. Yeah, very interesting ones. Yeah, so and also don't forget uh, thanking or giving voice of thanks to our supporters, because truth be said, on developments and that is happening, because that is literally what I was just talking about. Yeah, so good transformation, by the way, is taking place at Kitembe area, and I just want to say thank you for those people who have been contributing to the same, to ensure that good transformation is happening. Yeah, so thank you so much, you people who have been contributing, and also to people maybe likely to people that maybe I may know by names, because I know many people are participating to ensure that sorry, Kutembe gets developed. Yeah, so the likes of her sister Moria was been ensuring that good development takes place, more so in Mama Prel Lady's homestead. Yeah, it's shining and it's looking like a diamond right now. Thank you for having been supportive to Mama Prayer Lady. You have made her be happy, and the kind of soul that you have, I request you that you continue with it, so that God also see you through, and also add you number of days in this world. And also to Mena, you have been supportive to our family. Also to my brother, my younger sibling Bravis, you have been supportive to him, and we have to thank you. You have been so supportive to this family, and you have stood firm with this family to ensure that everything also runs smooth. Thank you. And also to Uncle D and RD, you have been good people to us, and I know the same spirit that you're continuing with will you will get more of rewards from the same. Continue with the same spirit. And also to not forget Nyasuba, who has also been helpful to my grandma to ensure that everything runs smooth in our own place. Thank you, people. You have done wonderful things to my village. I just want to say bye bye from me, Moses the journalist. I was reporting to you from Kitembe village, and I love you all. And also, not forget thanking my subscribers who has been with me all along, subscribing to my YouTube channel continuously, and also giving likes to my videos. You people, you're so a blessing to me, and I have to say thank you, and may God bless you in a unique way. Just want to say bye bye from me, Moses journalist. I know next time again when I shall prepare another next video for you, then I know you're gonna like it. Thank you, and may God bless you, be with you, all the family members, wherever you're watching from, be it whichever place you're watching from, be it Canada, Germany, China, USA, UK, whichever place. I just wish you a good blessing and a good loving. I just want to say one love from Mr. Journalist. Bye bye.